How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you guys know, I've been writing magnetic pedals for about 2 years now. I've also written and reviewed a couple of designs from different companies, so I have my fair share of experience with these. And actually, in one of those videos, someone commented about this company that I'm about to talk about, but at the time they were still kind of refining their product, and they finally finished it out and went public with it and actually got my hands on a set. So just to keep it simple, I'm gonna go ahead and do an unboxing, installation, and then write on them. Later down the line, when I ride or get some time on these, I'm gonna go ahead and do a comparison with the rest of the pedals that I've done. Obviously, I took off the shipping label. Very nice, looks like it comes bubble wrap. They definitely care about their product. Very nice touch, I really like that. The box is really nice and sleek. They definitely took their time to design this. Very nice. Logo on the front. Looks like it has a little picture of the pedal that I ordered. And black and gold is what I wanted, so they called it a black jack. Nice little Colorado logo. You know where the pedals come from. Let's go try and take a peek inside. Oh, nice little decal right above. Nice little love note. Pretty much welcome to the team, and we're writing it. Nice little like cautions on there. Stuck to make the connection. Caution things everywhere. If you have a thing in your heart, definitely don't use this. The magnets are pretty strong. Looks like you have to leave the magnet covers, but today we're going to break the rules a little bit because we're trying to show you how they look. And there's this pretty nice lighting that I have. Pretty nice. Slide this out. Look at that. Oh man, this thing looks pretty nice. The matte black with a nice shiny gold, and these feel pretty decent. Not the sharpest ones, but they definitely look good and they feel decent. But we'll see how it feels when I slap them on. Nice little protection covers on there. They definitely took their time on this packaging. Good job, man. These little covers take care of the magnets during shipping. Pretty nice. So it looks like this is the left side. Go ahead and get a little closer look. These might be the lightest magnetic pedals that I've tried so far, and it has to do with a lot of the machining they did. And it looks like they took their time to shave off a lot of weight. That's one of the issues that comes with these magnetic pedals, that they feel extremely heavy, and these feel fairly lightweight while compared to the other ones. This is really nice. It looks like they have a little pin inside here. Let me see if I can show it. I don't know if you can see the pin right here. Looks like that pin kind of keeps this little floating magnetic tray or part from spinning all the way around. It keeps it pretty much one way. Pretty nice. And obviously this is going to be the opposite side. We'll put that to the side for now. Look at the rest of the packaging. So this looks like the little base plates for the shoes. Oh, with the box. All right, so in that little box we have a couple things. Looks like we have the shoe plates. We have 2 of those. We have a couple spacers. Very nice. And we have a little tool. Looks like this tool is the one that we use for removing the pins. And there's also a bag that comes with the shims that holds the place to the shoe. Some extra pins, but these pins actually look a little longer. I think they call these the K9 pins. I gotta definitely say that these were the most nicely packaged pedals that I've gotten so far. It's really nice, really sleek. The experience was pretty nice as well. So now let's go over to the bike and slap these on. So one thing I forgot to mention is that you can scan this QR code and then gives you a little video for the installation. So we're gonna go ahead and do the left side first. It's kind of nice. They definitely label these little pedals. Left side right there. And just like with any other pedal, you want to do a little dab of grease just to help with any corrosion or to keep water out of the threads. So we're gonna go ahead and dab that on. I'm gonna put the shim down first, or the spacer. Kind of try to do this with the camera. The plate, and then a little washer or shim that holds down the plate to the shoe, and then goes the T25 screw. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. My goal is to have the little spindle go like right on the ball of my foot. That's where I feel comfortable having it. So now that I kind of have the screws started, I'm going to slide this back. I actually even went as far as to cut the rubber on the shoe to give it more space to slide back. That's from my previous setup, and it's going to work just fine on this. So I'm going to slide this all the way back and then continue screwing this in. You know, you don't really have to crank down on these bolts, just enough so it can be snug and it doesn't slide around. think that's pretty good right there. And there you go. This plate's on there. As you guys can see, this little plate is almost at the same level as my rubber. That's how I like it. I like to have the magnet and pin contact at the same time. So now let's go over to the pedals and see if this works. We're all set to go. We can go ahead and remove the protective foam from the magnets. And actually the best way to set these is actually to go from the bottom to the top. So that way you can see if you have pretty good pin connection. There you go. I have some issues right now. I don't have any pin contact in the back and in the front. So I can either put the K9s on this or take off the spacer. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the spacer and see how that looks. All right, so let's go ahead and see how it works out with no spacer. That's a nice strong bond. Let me see, move the shoe a little bit because you kind of move it. So I got a couple digging in the back now. I just got to work on the front. I'm going to go ahead and slap on a couple K9s in the front and a couple in the back and see how that works out now. All right, I slapped on the K9s. As you guys can see, the length difference or the height difference between the regular one and the K9. The kit comes with 10. I might be ordering more. So let's see if this helps out, this position. Okay, so here we go. As you can see, I got some of the K9s digging into the front and some of the K9s digging into the back. Okay, so now we have the original pin layout for the K9s. And then the ones that went back one more. Let's see how that works out on the floating. This is the original one, how I set it up the first time. The twist motion right there. And now going back one, closer to the magnets. Oh shoot, let me start doing that again. That is not going anywhere. So definitely going back one works a little bit better. So this kit only comes with 10 K9s. That means you can only do 2 per side. So 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom on each side. So a total of 8. So it gives you with 2 to play around with. Wish it came with more pins though, so that way you can accommodate. But yeah, looks like with 4 K9s, that would have been perfect. All right guys, so here we are. This is pretty much part of the process. Trying to figure out what tune works best for you, just like in anything. So I'm gonna do 2 setups. I'm gonna do 2 pins in the front, closest to the magnet, and then do one for the outside. I actually noticed something that I wanna show you in a little bit, but just wanted to show you the process. Either way, I'm gonna order some more K9s. I feel like I want some more pins touching my shoe. I like feeling super solid, but then being able to connect, disconnect. But I wanna show you something that I just figured out. Okay, so what I wanna show you guys is that this magnetic base plate floats. And at first glance, it didn't make any sense to me, but now it makes perfect sense as I'm trying to work out this pin layout. So let's go ahead and start off with this one. As you can see, the K9s are right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and slap the shoe on. As you can see, they're digging in a little bit. But since this little base plate floats, once I put weight to the front of the toe, it gets closer to the shoe. Can you guys see that? So it allows me to get that front pin digging in even more. So that's a genius idea. It makes perfect sense now. So like I said, I have the K9 right here and it's digging in as the plate flexes forward. Let me go ahead and turn it over to the other side where I have the K9s back here. As you can see, they're already digging in and they dig even more as I lean my weight forward to the toe. So that's super crazy. I really like that design. I'm wondering how this is gonna feel. So I'm gonna leave this set up like that. I'm gonna have the pins in the right front and then the other one's one hole back. See if I feel any difference at all. So one thing for sure is you just wanna take your time on this tuning part. Once you get it all done though, it's pretty much set it and forget it and you don't have to worry about it ever again. Okay guys, we made it out to the testing grounds. I wanna do a quick little test where I put the shoes to the pedals and just lift up the bike with just the shoes. Sounds like a decent connection. That too. And my bike's weighs around 36 to 37 pounds, I think, maybe less, I'm not sure. I'm gonna use my shoulder just to keep the bike level. If I just pick up like that, the front kind of dips down. So here we go. Try to grab this evenly. And there you go. Lift up the bike's nice. I'm not grabbing with my shoulder. Like I said, I'm just using it as leverage. Try to jump off. There it goes, finally came off. Twisted a little. The connection is definitely really strong. This should be fine. So let's go out and test this out. Okay guys, so I wanted to show you a quick little tip of how to kind of adjust your plate. You know how you can slide it forwards and backwards in some shoes like mine? So what you want to do is kind of get a couple pedal strokes in, kind of get comfortable. You know, don't worry about the connection on the magnet right now. Just, you know, put your foot where it's really comfortable to pedal. So I'm gonna stop, put my left foot down, leave my shoe where it's at right now, and then just take it off. Just slide it right off.
let the shoe drop, and then you can look at the plate right now, and I'm perfectly lined up because the whole plate's touching the magnet, so I don't have to do any adjustments to this shoe. But if I was more comfortable sliding forward, you would definitely see the plate in the front. That means you would have to slide it back more. Or if you saw too much plate in the back, you would have to slide the plate forward. So that's a quick little tip in adjusting where you want to have the plate. So even right now, like I try to lift my foot up just straight up, and it's a lot harder than with the other pedals that I've been riding. That bond is pretty good. Like I'm trying to pull up. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying to pull up even with my hand. Whew. Pulling up, it's definitely on there pretty good. It's hard to disconnect straight up, but if I would just twist my foot to the right, kind of have like a leverage point, it's super easy. Like the magnet's not even there, so you definitely get the best of both worlds there. And I could definitely pick up the bike just with my feet alone. This is really, really, really good so far. I'm really impressed. I gotta say that the pin placement on the K9s makes no difference. They felt pretty good on the way up. I tried twisting left and right, and they both pretty much did the same thing. So you can see it's grabbing on that magnet, and it's also grabbing on the front one. And this is the other side. They all grab, so that's pretty interesting. I forgot what that's called when the magnets have the same polarity on the same side, but that's pretty cool that both magnets are grabbing at the same time, so it makes sense why there's such a strong bond. I want to say that these big platforms are definitely noticeable as well. I could definitely feel really comfortable. I like the bigger platform for sure. I'm really, really impressed just on the climb alone. They're going connected. Quick little first impressions. Yeah, I could definitely feel the bigger platform. I didn't think it was going to be noticeable, but it definitely is. Like my feet feel more flat. Ooh, it's a little loose now. It's a nice little kicker. Woo. There you go. First little jump on this pedal. Ooh, definitely can lift up the bike pretty good. Put my feet. Okay, here goes another chunky section. Feet did not move at all. Nice and solid. Nice flow through here. Pretty good so far. Okay, so it's been a couple months now that I've been on the Hustlebikelabs pedals. But before I go on, I want to go ahead and tell you why I personally prefer the magnetic system over flat pedals. I like the fact that they make the bike feel a lot lighter. So because it feels lighter, it feels a lot more playful and a lot more poppy. Reason being is that my arms used to do about 80% of the lifting before and 20% on the legs. And now it's more like 60-40, sometimes even 50-50. Also like the fact that I have more control since my body's connected to the bike. So any little movement that I do with my body, my bike follows. And since the bike feels lighter, I feel like it takes a lot less effort to get the bike into the air when you're doing jumps. And where magnetic pedals really shine is on chunky, fast, chattery sections where your feet sometimes hop off the pedals. You don't have to worry about that since your feet are really connected to there. It's like one less thing you have to worry about while you're riding your bike. So that kind of keeps you in the zone a little bit better. What I mean by the zone is where you're really focused into the trail, really enjoying it. So you don't get that pedal slip off where it kind of just, you know, it snaps you back into reality and then you just lose focus and concentration. So that keeps you in the zone a little longer. So that's where these pedals really shine. So overall, if you were to ask me how my bike feels with magnetic pedals, I would definitely tell you that it feels a lot more stable, feels more planted, and it feels a lot more poppy and playful. And I know magnetic pedals isn't for everybody since there's a wide variety of riding styles, but to the right rider, it could definitely add to the fun factor and the confidence level. They're also perfect for somebody that wants to try some of the benefits of clipless pedals with none of the cons. So I've ridden the REMTECH pedals on my local trails. I even took it to the Oaxaca trip we just did. Oaxaca pretty much had like fast chattery sections, chunky, loose, drops, jumps, pretty much everything I could throw at these pedals. And I gotta say that they exceeded my expectations in every way. There was actually a couple times where I kind of doubted myself on some features, but the pedals kept me on the bike long enough to push me over the edge to just do those little features. So they definitely gave me some confidence to overcome some features in Oaxaca. So with that being said, I can't help but say that these are by far the best pedals I've ever had personally. They're also the most expensive ones as well. But at the same time, they're the most refined magnetic system out there right now. So I would recommend these to anybody trying to venture out to a magnetic system. Reason being, I feel like these are a perfect blend of function and form. They definitely have a bigger platform, which adds to that stable feeling. They have the strongest magnetic connection, but at the same time, easy to take off. They are the lightest magnetic pedals out there as well. And they look great and they're super customizable with their different color pins and different color platforms. Even the shoe plates are machined really well and fit really good on the shoe. And they also handle muddy conditions really good. Even if it has a little bit bit of mud on there, they still connect fairly well. But if they get too much mud on there, you can just wipe it off and you're ready to go. The REMTECH system runs you around $220. I wish I had a code to share with you guys, but unfortunately I don't. But if you guys find one, let me know and I'll add it to the description. The good thing is that they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, and they also add a 3-year limited warranty. I don't know the details behind that, but I'll leave a link down below so you can check it out yourself. So you basically have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And sorry for such a long video, I just want to add as much information as I could. But if you have any comments, questions, and concerns, go ahead and leave a message down below and I'll help you guys out as much as I can. Other than that, thank you guys for watching and we'll see you guys in the next video.